God bless everyone. I don't know, felt like doing this. It's more like a exposed documentary, and I pray that this exposure may be able to help someone else who is probably going through the same thing, and don't find how to speak out, how to break the silence. And I know that maybe exposing myself, I'm going to expose myself to a lot of criticism, a lot of people judging, but just to think of that one person that is able to come out and say, I'm going through this, I need help, just encourages me to do it. And I simply wanted to talk about what we go through sometimes when we don't know where we're going, when we feel this emptiness inside where we don't know what to do, we don't know where we're going, we don't know why we feel a certain way. And a lot of times it's just like you envision yourself when you're younger that by a certain point in your life you're going to have certain things, and once you reach that point and you realize that you didn't accomplish everything you did accomplish, or maybe you did accomplish everything you did accomplish, but then you have that sense of, what now? I accomplished it, now what? And somehow you thought that everything you were going to accomplish was going to fill that void that you have inside, and then you find out it doesn't. And what happens at that point when you find out it doesn't? And I just want to encourage everyone that if you're that person who's going through it right now, who's going through somewhat of a crisis, saying, you know what am I doing? Where am I going? Uh, why haven't I progressed, or why am I still in the same position I was a couple years ago? I encourage you to just have that alone time with God. That alone time where you can just tell God everything, where you could literally get naked with God and say, God, I need you. It all comes down to the fact that I need you. And for us to be able to expose that to God and realize that we fail him all the time, but if he just allows us to just get closer to him, and for him to fill up those emptiness, those empty spots that we may feel in our lives, and stop filling them up with things that are not gonna last, or things that come in to just take up the room and then leave you more empty than when you first began. It is when you come truly open-hearted to the Lord and you realize that, you know what? I realize that I can't do anything without you. That no matter what I try to do, it's never the same. It never feels the same. It never fulfills its purpose. But when I'm here alone, I realize that, God, you're all I need. And I never really fully understood that God, saying that God is all I need. But when you really don't have anything else and God is all you have, that's when you fully allow him to prove to you that he is all you need. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that having God is gonna fix everything, but it just gives you a sense of a feeling that tells you, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but you know what? It's gonna be okay. The reason why is because the end was already created even before you began. And that's what the Spirit spoke to me tonight. Um, it was already done. It was already done, and because it was already done, um, everything pushes us to that ending. And there's no need to worry. And I just want to tell someone out there who's listening to me, leave it all to God. There's a law of substitution, which a wise man once told me. Whatever you don't give to God, you give to someone else. And what you don't give to someone else, you give to God. It's just simple as that. And I realized that once. I realized that that was what I was doing. But good thing we serve a God who has open arms and is willing to pick us up. And it is in that moment where you realize that for a moment without God, it's like not being able to breathe. It's like waking up and not seeing the sun. It's like you feel like you can't breathe, like you're losing control, like everything becomes dark, like there's no reason to live, like you're inhaling, but the breath is not received. It's not received by the lungs. But I just want you guys to know that the best is yet to come. And even though you may not see it with your eyes, He spoke. He already spoke. And because He already spoke, it's already done. So keep up the motivation. You're not dead. You're breathing. Yes, it hurts, but you know what? Pain is just a sign that you're still alive, that there's still an opportunity for you. And you're alive for a reason. And I want you to fulfill that purpose that is inside of you. Find that purpose inside of you, and you will find your true happiness. God bless you guys. And I ask you guys all to pray for me as I pray for each and every one of you who will see this video. And I'm willing to expose myself just simply so that someone else could speak up and say, you know what, I'm going through the same thing. And we can help each other as a body of Christ. I love you guys with the love of Christ. And I pray that whatever it is that you may be going through, the Lord may provide the strength that you need at this very moment. God bless you guys.